the street at all. She's a menace to society, a danger. One of the challenges that we had on the show was basically the scene when Madea gets arrested. So it was probably one of our most expensive scenes we've ever shot because, we had tens of police cars, we had a SWAT truck, we had a whole bunch of police officers, and we had a helicopter. It was a nighttime shot, we had a crane. It set it up to film beautifully because basically you just have this one old woman coming out of a house surrounded by cops and helicopters and wind machines. So it got a little scary at times.
You have the right to speak to an attorney and to have an attorney present during questioning.
The CAB police department has been so helpful to us. They were part of the chase scene in Meet the Brown. And they agreed to also work with us for the raid on Madea's house for her arrest. That night, I don't know who was watching the city because we had almost half the police force out there between the SWAT team, the helicopters, the huge number of police force that were out in the forest. And we wanted to sell that Madea needs an army. She's not going to surrender. You got to take her in.
You have rights for me. What the hell? Free, go. Out. Get off of me now.
Cutting the arrest scene was challenging because there were a lot of elements going on. The good thing was there were a couple cameras there to help us. And so in order to create the chaos, there was quite a bit of handheld camera work. And then you had the helicopter shining the spotlight down there, and you had the SWAT team, and you had all this stuff going on. It was challenging to create the tension. The editing was quicker compared to the rest of the movie, where the rest of the movie, when you're dealing with Josh and Candy, it had a certain rhythm to it. But when you got to Madea getting arrested, it had to have this feeling of chaos. So you really didn't need to see things in focus, and so the camera was here and there, and there was a lot of movement. And at the end, we put in a lot of sound effects too. And so the sound effects helped sell the arrest. One of the specific sound effects that we used was a police officer reading her Miranda rights, because within earlier scene, she got off because the cops didn't read her the rights. And so that sort of added a little more comedy, into it. Because the other thing is, with Madea's arrest, it shouldn't be dark. It still should be a lightness, if that makes sense, the contradiction that she's getting visually arrested, but the sounds also have to be a lighter sound so that it's not like a heavy scene.
When you see that scene, it's really phenomenal. We had a great time shooting it. We wanted to make this movie bigger, better, and funnier, and I think we did.
This is Mr. Brown. I'm reporting live from the scene of Madea Goes to Jail. And y'all, Madea just went to jail. My baby mama's gone. Everybody bow your head for a moment of silence. Bow your head, cameraman. Amen. Madea goes to jail. I love you, Madea. Free Madea. We gotta make some shirts that say Free Madea. Free Madea. Free